announcement. I'm so sorry. I cannot hold it together. Oh my god. Okay. Announcements from the Supervisor of Elections, none. Announcements from the Activity and Service Fee Committee Chair, none. Announcements from the Scholarship Committee Chair, none. Caucus reports, APIA Caucus Chair Lim.
Hi, Senate. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I would like to thank my caucus for electing me as chair. I'm so honored to get a chance to work with such an amazing team. Also, congratulations to Senator Hashmi for being elected as vice chair. Our meeting will be every Wednesday at 5 p.m., fully virtual. We have just started our Instagram story initiative where we will highlight different APIA RSOs each month. We are just waiting for a response from ASA, FSA, and the director of comms. I can't wait to see what we accomplish this year. And if you're interested in collaborating with the APIA caucus, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you. You're muted. Yeah.
Thanks. Are there any questions for the APIA chair? All right, seeing none. Black Caucus Chair Metellus.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're all having an amazing week so far and staying hydrated in this summer heat. Huge thanks to my caucus for electing me as their chair and Senator Quartz as their vice chair. I'm so grateful and blessed to be granted this opportunity, and I won't let you guys down. Black Caucus meetings are fully virtual every Friday at 3 p.m. August is Black Business Month, and last week, Black Caucus began planning for the Black Business Showcase. We also decided to have Black-owned restaurants included in Local Restaurant Row during the month. I reached out to Rick Falco and other main points of contact to get reservations and made plans in place. I'll also be meeting with Scott Willis of UCF Business Services Food and Beverage to discuss the Local Restaurant Row restaurants. They're open to suggestions, so if you guys know of any local Black-owned restaurants that you would want to see, please let me or a caucus member know. In tomorrow's meeting, we'll discuss more Black Business Month details as well as our other fall initiatives. Thank you, guys.
All right, are there any questions for the Black Caucus Chair? Seeing none. Disability Caucus Chair Yurchetta.
Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful to my caucus for electing me chair. The caucus meetings will be held weekly every Tuesday at 1 p.m. and are entirely virtual. Our first meeting is next Tuesday, July 16th, where we will elect a vice chair. Additionally, for those who aren't aware, July is Disability Pride Month, a surge to commemorate the history, experiences, achievements, and challenges of the disability community. During the next meeting, I'll be giving a brief presentation on the history of the Americans with Disability Act that was enacted on July 26, 1990, if anyone is interested in learning more. I look forward to accomplishing great things this year. Thanks again.
All right, are there any questions for the Disability Caucus Chair? Seeing none. Latin Hispanic Caucus Chair Jimenez Valero.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good week. First, thank you to my caucus for electing me as chair. It is such an honor, and I hope I do the position justice. After this week's meeting, we will be setting a time for our caucus to meet every week and electing our vice chair. Hopefully, we'll get started working on any events or project ideas, as Hispanic Heritage Month is not too far away in planning terms. But yeah, that's it from me right now.
Are there any questions for the Latin Hispanic Caucus Chair? Seeing none. LGBTQ Caucus Chair, none. Military and Veterans Caucus Chair Collazo.
Hey guys. Good evening, Senate. Thank you to the caucus members for reelecting me and Vice Chair Karingo as the caucus's leadership. We're truly honored to serve the military student community on campus. The caucus did not meet this week due to not having quorum. I'm hoping this won't be a problem in the fall, as some agents have contacted me already saying they'll join in the fall as their schedules will be more open. I've already contacted Mike Kepner this week, the Director of Military and Veteran Student Success, and we will be meeting next week, Wednesday, to discuss how the caucus and the department will be collaborating on future events. Additionally, this year, my goal is to extend the caucus's efforts by raising awareness about VA benefit activation deadlines, building connections with community and government leaders, so like Tom Keene, Darren Soto, individuals like that, and then of course organizing events for military students and engaging with the administration to safeguard the rights of military students. So any student, who is deployed or is in active duty and unable to make classes, just making sure that professors are upholding their rights right in that kind of situation. And then lastly, congratulations to all the ad hoc caucuses for officially starting. To the ad hoc caucus chairs, please contact me if you need any guidance with anything. I was in your shoes just about a year ago, and I wish you guys a wonderful year of success.
Are there any questions for the Military and Veterans Caucus Chair? Seeing none, Women's Caucus, Chair Lazo.
Hi guys, not much from me. So just thank you for listening to this chair. Meetings are going to be every Friday at 2 a.m. Oh, 2 a.m. at 2 p.m. They're going to be hybrid, so I'm probably going to be in the office, but feel free to join in on Zoom. Not Zoom, yeah, Zoom. We'll be electing vice chairs tomorrow, so if you have any questions about that, don't feel afraid to reach out to me. And also, looking forward to working as your new chair.
Are there any questions for the Women's Caucus Chair? All right, seeing none, Arab Ad Hoc Caucus, Chair Al-Quda.
Hello, Senate. I hope everyone enjoyed the holiday weekend, is having a great summer so far. Firstly, I'd like to thank my caucus for electing me as chair. I look forward to getting started. I have a lot of ideas and plans that I'm excited to pursue as soon as possible. Unfortunately, today's meeting was canceled as we could not meet quorum. However, we will pick back up next week and hopefully get started then. In the meantime, I'm reaching out to RSOs as some have already expressed interest in ex officio seat positions. As a reminder, please check Teams consistently to stay updated on communications within Senate and your committees and caucuses.
All right, are there any questions for the Arab Ad Hoc Caucus Chair? Seeing none, Sustainability Ad Hoc Caucus, Chair DeCara.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for talking with Chair. Additionally, I want to congratulate my Vice Chair Lipner, in this position as well. This past meeting on Tuesday was just focusing on the foundations of the caucus. So we got our website description, FAQs. I'm putting together the list of the RSOs together with their contacts and socials. We talked about ex officio seats. Vice Chair Lipner is taking that initiative on. Additionally, initiatives just in general with a sustainability and innovation coordinator. But yeah, next meeting we'll have a lot more stuff for y'all. And then we meet Tuesdays at 5 and we're both hybrid. That's it.
Are there any questions for the Sustainability Ad Hoc Caucus Chair? Seeing none, Intercampus and Transfer Ad Hoc Caucus, Chair Varela.
Hi, Senate. First, thank you for my caucus for electing me chair, and also big congrats to Vice Chair Gumarov for being elected. We meet every Monday at 12 p.m. It is hybrid, so if you're around in Orlando, feel free to come to the office, or you can just tune in via the Zoom. During the meeting, we worked on a transfer student concern form, as well as the best way to do outreach for transfer students and satellite campus students. And then I also plan to be in contact with transfer admin, Rosen admin, and downtown admin to talk about collaboration and things the caucus can do for them. I also talked to the ELA about having caucus representatives during dean meetings to advocate for the student groups. And that's it. Thank you.
Are there any questions for the Intercampus and Transfer Ad Hoc Caucus Chair? All right, seeing none, announcements from the Senate President. Hi, everyone. I'll just take a minute to apologize to Chief Justice Rivera. I literally am like the worst person to be around when and it's a situation where you can't laugh, because I'll always laugh. I'm so sorry, but that was so funny. But I think sounds like mic problems there. Again, so sorry, not his fault. Anyways, moving on to the serious stuff. Caucus attendance. We heard from some of the chairs, just briefly touched over it. There's been instances where it was really just this week, actually, where they had to cancel their meeting because quorum cannot be met. And we just need to make sure that we're communicating. I sent out a Teams message about this too. Just make sure if you cannot make it because of a prior engagement, that's totally fine. Just let the chair know just so that they can cancel the meeting or accommodate for that so that we're not wasting anyone's time and not meeting when we don't have to or if we don't have the numbers. Summer is just kind of like a weird time for all of us. So if you can't make it, that's totally fine. You just have to let the chair know. So just make sure we're doing that because it's unfortunate when quorum can't be met, especially when it's things like electing a vice chair. I know that's like was pretty much on the agenda the whole time this week. So just make sure you're being communicative just in general. This goes for committees too. It was just a problem with the caucuses this week. Just make sure you are communicating. I did also want to touch on the summer timeline a little bit. So after this meeting, we're going to have 3 meetings left. Our last meeting of the summer will be on August 1st. And then the fall semester starts the week of August 19th. That week is usually welcome week. So on August 22nd, everyone plan for that meeting being canceled as of right now. That's the August 22nd meeting. I will probably be canceling that meeting. Nothing is official or set in stone, but that's the way it's looking right now. And then the next week is August 29th. We have a football game that day. So we can't have a meeting because university closure stuff when there's a football game. So we cannot have a meeting. So just plan for that. If I have to call a special session, I will also be on the lookout for that. We'll plan more when the time gets closer. I already mentioned this to some of the fiscal chairs and people involved in fiscal, anyone really, just be prepared for that for timeline things. But also in general, just so everyone knows, we have 3 more meetings after this, and the first 2 of the fall semester will most likely be, well, one of them has to be canceled, but the one before that, the August 22nd one, will just plan on that being canceled. But caucuses and committees might still be going on, so be on the lookout for that. Just general maintenance reminders, always be checking Teams, things like that. I communicate mostly through Teams, so I would say like once a day, just give it a little scroll, always just be looking, turn on notifications if you have to, things like that. Just always be aware of messages coming through. And yeah, I think that's it from me. Are there any questions for myself? Metellus.
Can caucuses meet in that 2-week period between semesters or no?
No. I don't think, because school's not in session, so I don't think anyone can. Oh, that's a good thing. I mean, this might be already a given, but obviously, in the timeline between summer classes ending and when fall comes back up, there will be nothing, no meetings, no Senate meetings at all. And I don't think we can't do anything, see any business. I don't think anyone can meet. That was a good question. Are there any other questions for myself? Seeing none. Internal Legislative Assistant Report, Ayale Alcuda.
Hello again, everyone. I've received a few responses from committees regarding changes to the website. If you're still discussing these changes within your committees, that's completely fine. Keep up the good work. As a reminder to all committee leadership that hasn't done so already, just be sure to submit your feedback to the form I attached in my original email to you all. In the meantime, I'll be working on extending our efforts to update the website to the caucuses so leadership can expect their own email from me soon. Similar to the approach I used for the committees, this email will contain a Google form to input caucus feedback. As always, don't ever hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, and feel free to let me know if you need anything. Thank you.
Are there any questions for Ayale Alcuda? All right, seeing none. External Legislative Assistant Report, ELA Richmond.
Hi guys, hope y'all had a great 4th of July. Sorry, I got distracted. Hope y'all had a great 4th of July. I had a lot of meetings this week, still no email access though, which is tragic. we'll be setting up a meeting with Brody because we got to get those dean emails scheduled. But this week, well, I guess 2 weeks ago, the week leading up to the 4th, I met with Anna about comms, and we talked about doing a little like Senate shout out for Speaker Pullman and Pro Temp Morissette, just kind of introducing the Speaker and Pro Temp to the student body. And then I met with, what's her name? Chair Andrea and Vice Chair Valera about more in my role of Dems, but then we spoke kind of about ELA and how we're going to talk to deans about maybe voter registration and how we can increase civic engagement, as well as JC's transfer stuff. So shout out them.
I'll add on to that. This is something I forgot to mention in my announcement. I also met with Anna, director of comms, and because I already have gotten some requests on this, figured out the NQ thing. So for anyone who wants to submit an Instagram request, it's typically committee chairs, caucus chairs. Since you're all senators, it'll probably go through me. But for sure, caucus chairs, you'll just send the request to me, explain what you want, and then I will send the NQ request to Anna. So basically just those of you who already sent it to me and I told you what to do, obviously you're good, but kind of just whatever you guys want, explain it, send it, and then I send it over through NQ. So whatever you want sent, just send it to me however you choose. Varela.
Like for like the NQ thing, does it also like do we also use that if we want like a caucus logo like some of the older caucuses have?
Yes, you would. So like any design graphic type thing that will also go through the director of comms, which will go through me. So that's same NQ thing. Anything you want, Instagram graphic type thing, just explain to me what you want and then I will send it in. Are there any questions for the external legislative assistant report or anything that I just said? All right, seeing none, Senate President Pro Tempore report, Pro Temp Morissette.
Hello, everyone. Not much for me. Me and Speaker Pullman had a meeting with Dr. Frame yesterday, and we got some really good feedback on a lot of topics. But one thing I want to share with you guys is if you want to write legislation and you even need data, feedback, or any form of input, and you think it doesn't exist, it most likely exists. So just make sure you reach out to the right person, or if you need to go through me or Speaker Pullman for that information, we could always either know the person that you need to reach out to or find it for you as well. So just keep that in mind.
All right, are there any questions for the pro tempore? Seeing none, Deputy Pro Tempore of Legislative Affairs report, DeLegg Butler, it looks like none. All right, Deputy Pro Tempore of Senate Relations report, D. Sir Lazo.
So congratulations to all new caucus leadership. Even if I'm not like in your caucus, don't be afraid to reach out to me with any questions for contacts or general help. If you need RSO emails, like I think specific to your caucus, I do have that master list. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. Some of you guys have already gotten yours. And then intramural sports are going to be starting soon. So expect a form to be sent out for sports interest and like your dates and times. And then if you just want to sign up to be a sports senator and not an athlete, that's okay. That's it for me.
Are there any questions for the D, sir? Varela.
Are these IM forms going to be for the fall IMs, right? Or fall and then are going to do another one for spring?
I haven't gotten like they haven't posted. Last time I checked, they haven't posted the spring schedule for what sports they're gonna have. I did hear rumors there would be like pickleball and stuff like that, but they're already doing pickleball in the fall, so I don't know exactly yet for spring.
All right. Are there any more questions for the D, sir? Seeing none, old business, none, fiscal committee caucus time, none, fiscal committee reports, CRT committee chair Karen Gohl.
Hey guys, so this week during committee, we saw 8 allocations. We approved 56, 037, 39, 40, 42, postponed allocation 36, 38, 41, and we PPI'd allocation 36, 31, and 32. I'm also working right now with the comptroller and the AG, gonna meet with him soon to go over those Title 8 revisions.
Are there any questions for the CRT chair? Seeing none, FAO Committee Chair Larson.
Larson isn't here, but we saw 4 approved 5608, 5609, postponed 5610. They weren't here, and PPI 5602. They've been absent 2 or 3 times now.
All right, are there any questions for the FAO Vice Chair? All right, seeing none, ORS Committee Chair Rose.
Not a ton to report on. We approved 2 VPFs today, and next week I'm going to be meeting with the comptroller, and also we'll be holding our fiscal workshop.
All right, are there any questions for the ORS Chair? Seeing none, fiscal legislation, notice of legislation on first reading. Fiscal Bill 5603, funding for 19 members of Team Sport Business Management to travel to the Davos Sport Business Management class trip in New York City, New York from September 15th, 2024 to September 20th, 2024. I hereby remand to CRT. Notice of legislation on third reading, none. Notice of legislation on second reading, none. Internal committee caucus time, none. Internal committee reports, ENA committee, Chair DeCara.
We really didn't meet this week, but next week I'll have a big like review list of going over Title VI, and basically looking over stuff that was recommended in the past session and see how it can go into how can we make a bill for this session from the past session. Additionally, my bad, I cut out. We're gonna go over the website update and then working with Chair Hamida regarding the ENA legislation and title updates.
Are there any questions for Chair DeCara? All right, seeing none. GAP Committee Chair Vasquez.
Hi everyone, happy July. So this week in GAP, we took a look at a voter guide that I made with the research the committee has compiled over the last few weeks. So if you want to take a look at it, please let me know. Just message me and I'll send it to you. It's a little flyer, 1-pager thing that we want to hand out to students. Like ELA Richmond had also mentioned, I met with her to also provide these resources to all students and the RSO, so everyone's on the same page with all the resources that we're giving. We also took a look at the final touches we want to make to the website. And then a few weeks ago, GAC Blair and I also had a one-on-one where we made a day at the Capitol timeline by which we are statutorily required to make within the month. We went over it in GAP to review what the committee will be working on over the fall and spring semesters to prepare for that. So if you have any questions specifically about that or want to know the timeline, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.
Are there any questions for the GAP chair? All right, seeing none, LJR Committee Chair Courts.
Hello, everyone. I hope last week was fun for all of you. Today in committee, we saw 8 absence requests. Aaron Fuchs approved 5 to 1 to 1. Danny Morissette approved 6 0 to 1. And then Tyler Borges, seen as a block, approved 5 to 0 to 2. And we also finished our read through of Title 7, and we'll read Title 9 and 10 next Thursday.
All right, are there any questions for the LJR chair? Seeing none, SBA Committee Chair Hamid.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a great week. So thank you to everyone who attended Chair Vasquez's and I's legislation workshop this week. Based off the feedback we got, I think it went pretty well. I'm going to update the PowerPoint for next time we do this to include all internal legislation in collaboration with all internal chairs. And hopefully we can do it in person and also online so I can help with any technical issues because I know a few of you guys had some of those. I've also set up a meeting with all caucus leadership for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I'm excited to talk to you all about future collaborations. And if any of you guys have questions about legislation or initiatives, please reach out.
Are there any questions for the SBA committee chair? All right, seeing none. Confirmations. We have Bella Pizzera for the internal assistant chief justice. Make sure to look in the confirmation materials folder for all materials. Is there a motion? Hamid.
Motion for a 5-10-10.
There's been a motion for 5-minute speech, 10-minute questioning, and 10-minute debate. Are there any objections? All right, seeing none, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me well? Okay. Good evening, Senate. I would like to thank everyone for being here today and for your diligent work these past few months concerning the numerous confirmations we've had, as well as providing me with the opportunity to appear before all of you here this evening. My name is Bella Pizzera. I am a sophomore majoring in International and Global Studies with a minor in Intelligence and National Security. I'm also the Associate Justice seat number 11 of the Judicial Council, and today I'm here before you as the Internal Assistant Chief Justice appointee. I believe my passion and drive for this position stems from my upbringing and my background, which is why I will share with you tonight. I'm the elder daughter of a Lithuanian immigrant family, which moved to this country, specifically Boca Raton, in 2019. I've held this deep sense of my roots close to my essence all throughout high school and so far my college careers, and they have shaped the student and leader I am today. The key qualities of my upbringing being communication, collaboration, and compassion are reflected in my future goals and proposals for next year as the Internal Assistant Chief Justice. I see a very bright and busy season for SGLC and JLC starting fall semester. Although the program seems about as polished as it can be, I would like to expand in the communication and collaboration aspects. I believe members of these two programs benefit the most through the creation of great relationships and the siege of excellent networking opportunities. Because of this, my main goal next year would be to further encourage SGLCers and JLCers to not be afraid of these relationships and networking, but rather embrace it. I firmly believe that students who acclimatize to the program quicker and made friends faster went on to have more successful careers within student government, which is why community building is crucial and will be one of my main priorities next year. In terms of my aspirations for the Judicial Council, my main goal will be to stay on top of organization, communication, collaboration, and budgeting. I understand that one of the most important aspects of an internal assistant is to be the key organizer of information, but I will also make sure to become a key communicator and liaison between myself, my fellow justices, and the chief in order to ensure the efficiency and strength of the council as a whole. Lastly, one of my main goals as internal assistant will be to ensure the systematic organization of expenditures for current and future uses of the council. I believe this would really help the council in terms of acquiring more data about outreach event budgeting, as well as further marketing of the Judicial Council and the services we offer. I am incredibly honored to have been chosen for this position by Chief Rivera, as well as thankful to all the senators present here tonight. And with that, I yield my remaining time for questioning.
All right, we're now in line for questioning. Are there any questions? Shen.
Hello. I just was curious, what could you elaborate further on what you would like to do with that increased budget?
Yes, thank you. So, do you mean the non-recurring increased budget? The
Yes.
$3,000? Yes. So, of course, this would, kind of be up to most of the justices of the council, especially the chief. Some of the ideas that I have would definitely be to kind of work further more on outreach, and even if it's not kind of like create more events throughout the year, but kind of make sure that we can have those events that we do have and make them longer. So let's say for the past years, if we've had, kind of 2 hours, we had the supplies for 2 hours, but we saw that with 4 hours of time, we could have reached double the amount of students. I also believe that that budget could really do well in merchandise, and that merchandise could also be given out at these outreach events. Thank you for your question.
All right. Colazo.
Hi. Seeing as you are a newly appointed justice, do you believe your lack of experience in the council will hinder your ability as the internal assistant chief justice?
Thank you for your question. I do not believe that it will hinder my ability to serve the council. I believe it will just give me more opportunity to learn and grow, and it might give me more challenges in the future, but I'm so ready to face those challenges head on and learn from my experience. Thank you.
All right, are there any more questions? If not, I'll take a motion. Varela.
Move to debate.
There's been a motion to move to debate. Are there any objections? Seeing none, we're now in debate. Legalbo.
So I've worked with Bella. She was the internal vice chair of the experience committee, and she did a wonderful job. She was like so cooperative, so helpful. She was really amazing, and I have no doubts that she'll be amazing in this role too. Bella's so hardworking. She's so passionate. Literally over winter break, she was telling me how she really wanted to be the internal assistant chief justice and to lead SGLC. And so I have no doubts in my mind that she'll do a wonderful job. So I will be voting in favor.
All right, Shen.
I will also be voting in favor. The candidate seems very driven, super positive about the role, and I love that merchandise idea. Super interesting.
Alcuda.
So I've had the pleasure of knowing Bella throughout SGLC, specifically in the experience committee. As Senator Legalbo said, she did a phenomenal job in her role as vice chair in that committee, and I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that she'll do phenomenal in this role as well. I'll be voting in favor. She went out of her way to reach out to me and present her ideas to me, and I can tell how passionate she is for this role, and I'm so happy that she turned out to be the appointee. So I'll be voting in favor, and I encourage you all to do the same as well.
All right. Seeing no further hands, I'll take a motion. Doesn't have to be the ENA chair since they didn't go through ENA. Varela.
Move the vote.
There's been a motion to vote. Are there any objections? Seeing none, we're now in voting procedures. All right, with a vote count of 38 to 0 to 2, Bella Pizzera is confirmed Internal Assistant Chief Justice. Congratulations, Internal Assistant Chief Justice Pizzera.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Next up, we have Taylor Calfee for External Assistant Chief Justice Barrios.
Hello, good evening, Senator.
Sorry, I called on him really quick so he could. That's
Sorry about that.
All right, Barrios present and voting, so noted at 6:44 p.m. All right, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I apologize, but good evening, Senators. Thank you so much for taking the time for my confirmation today. For the individuals that I have not yet had the pleasure to meet, my name is Taylor Calfee, and I'm originally from Sarasota, Florida. I'm a rising junior with a criminal justice major and political science minor, and have plans of going to law school after graduation. I have hopes of becoming the External Assistant Chief Justice, and I'm so incredibly grateful for this opportunity. Graduating high school and arriving to UCF, I was unsure on what to expect, and I was feeling a little lost. One idea I was sure on was joining student government. I saw the opened applications for SGLC and submitted my information as soon as possible. Moving away from my hometown, friends, and family, I was anxious to join something that was so foreign to me. As soon as I was accepted and had the first meeting, I knew I had found my home on campus. I was able to see firsthand how much of a genuine impact and presence student government has here on UCF. With all the countless resources and opportunities that we offer through our branches, legislative, judicial, and executive, they have the unique ability to reach all of our campuses. SGLC, the judicial branch, and student government as a whole has truly become my home. Surrounding myself with wonderful people with similar goals and aspirations has been so inspiring, and I'm always striving to be the best student, agent, and individual I may be while making lifelong friends along the way. Student government has also inspired me to find my true passion for my desired career of becoming an attorney. With SGLC and JLC setting in stone my love for student government, I'm so incredibly excited to have the opportunity to become an SGLC coordinator. To help my fellow students find their homes on campus, wherever that may be, I am committed and eager to start. Being a part of the judicial branch as Seat 6 for almost a year now, I have and continue to learn every day valuable insights and skills from my role, such as problem-solving skills, leadership skills, working as a team as well as individually, and so much more. For the external assistant role, a large responsibility is assisting the Chief Justice in planning outreach events for the judicial branch. I am dedicated to fulfilling this role to the absolute best of my ability. With my prior experiences with student government and unique experiences I've had, such as leading activities with memory care residents at my hometown job, has enhanced my ability to adapt to any situation I find myself in. If it is assisting Chief Justice Rivera with a task, organizing an outreach events, helping and conducting a judicial day for SGLC, I am devoted in assisting wherever I am needed and committed to fulfilling my position. I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for the incredible support system I have in my life. My friends and family are always pushing me to be the best person I'm able to be and support me endlessly, which I'm so incredibly thankful for. I am so honored to have this opportunity to become an external assistant chief justice, and I'm opening to answer any of your questions. Thank you. I yield the remainder of my time.
All right, we're now in line for questioning. So are there any questions? Varela.
Like you said in your speech, a very important part of the external assistant chief justice is how to help with outreach events. What have you learned from your past experience in judicial about what worked and what didn't work, and how you're going to use that to enhance your ability to help these outreach events?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your question. I definitely believe that, as our newly appointed internal said, merchandise is a big thing to give out, and especially spreading the word about judicial branch and what we have to offer. So making sure to use the budget that we are luckily have this year and have the merchandise to have to continue and lengthen those events to provide those outreach events as well. And I do believe having an information card, like I put in my proposal, to have all our information and have it written down to an easily accessible QR code so people are able to scan it and have it accessible to our forms, our information, and FAQ, all of that. So it is very easy to access.
All right, are there any more questions? If there aren't any more questions, I'll take a motion. Karen Gold.
Motion to move to debate.
There's been a motion to move to debate. Are there any objections? Shen, is that an objection? Okay. Seeing none, we're now in debate. Is there anyone wishing to speak in debate? I'll go Shen.
Looking for your proposals, they are super interesting. I'd be excited to see them in action. I think particularly the collaboration with CAP seems like something that's super easy to get done and would be needed. So I'd be voting in favor.
All right. Next, I'll do someone who hasn't spoken in a bit. I'll go Banesh.
Present and voting.
Oh, okay. Senator Banesh, present and voting, so noted at 6:49 p.m. All right, I'll go Lazo.
I'll be voting in favor of this candidate simply because I've worked with them personally and I've seen them grow. Just from somebody that was just like an SDC or just coming up with that mentee position and then going all the way to now being a candidate for the internal justice. It's honestly so proud to see because they have worked really hard and they're always very attentive in meetings. They're always hardworking. So I look forward to seeing what they have in store for digital. And I encourage you all to vote in favor as well.
All right. Trying to pick from people I won't hear from as much. We'll go green.
I'll be voting in favor. I think all of her proposals are very well organized and very necessary. I especially like the Title IX expansion and collaboration with the Women's Caucus. I just like, any proposal that sort of interlaps with like other branches and with the Senate, like to collaborate towards something positive. I very much appreciate it.
All right. With 3 in affirmation, are there any in negation? Seeing none, I'll take a motion. Varela,
Move to vote.
are there any objections? For any objections, remember you can just turn on your mic. All right, seeing no objections, we're now in voting procedures. All right, with a vote count of 39 to 0, Taylor Calfee is confirmed External Assistant Chief Justice. Congratulations, External Assistant Chief Justice Calfee.
Thank you so much.
All right, moving on. Internal legislation. Notice of legislation on first reading, none. Notice of legislation on third reading, none. Notice of legislation on second reading, none. Senate forum. Is there anyone wishing to speak in Senate forum? All right, seeing none. Senate deliberations, Carringle.
Hey guys, so the fiscal chairs, as you know, are hosting a SG funding workshop next Friday at 6 p.m. We just kind of want to make sure that we hit any sort of fiscal training parts for the application or the actual training itself that may have been confusing to you guys. So I was just wondering for all of Senate, because we all took the fiscal training, do you guys have any parts of it you'd like to elaborate on during the workshop?
All right, Hamid.
Oh, I just said specific amounts for bills and allocations and like funding caps for RSOs and also like the exact post-funding process with like exact details of what each department does after they leave Senate. I know that's something that I struggle with whenever RSOs talk to me about what to do. Post-funding kind of gets me confused.
All right. Morset, looks like you're next.
Yeah, I just put this question down because this is a question I got still now as pro temp, but also when I was DLEG from RSLs or individuals, exactly what will happen during the fiscal committee meetings. What do they have to say? Is there anything they have to present? Should they come with any materials? So I just put that down.
All right, Varela.
Yeah, my big thing is like something I run to an ROS a lot is like kind of the relationship with SG with the ASNF business office and like kind of like what RSOs do with the business office once we approve like their legislation, like their travel coordinators and like kind of how they basically how they interact with the office outside of SG.
All right, Richmond.
A question I always get, and I know how to explain it, but if there's gonna be people outside of SG, is the difference between a bill and an allocation?
I don't know if anyone wants to give a brief rundown.
About bill and allocation?
Wait, I said I know how to do it. Like I said I know the difference, but that's a question
Okay.
that's asked.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
my bad, I misunderstood. All right, Metellus.
One thing that this was a very specific situation, but like kind of towards the end of the year, explaining to ourselves that like, especially when we're having re-elections and like we're going to start the next session, that a lot of things might not start right away, or things might get lost during that time period of the transitioning and people taking up positions and things changing from the previous session. Just basically having more of the clarity of what happens in the background of what we do here, so that they understand why certain things might have happened to them or why certain things get messed up, so that they're not confused.
All right, Gumroff.
Yeah, I was gonna add on to that because I know when I joined CRT, one of the things I was mostly confused about was kind of like that pause period when the fiscal year starts. So maybe explaining that and kind of just how the budget is allocated every year.
All right. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in Senate deliberations? All right. Karen is. All right. Looks like it's just gonna go on the agenda. All right. Is there anyone else wishing to speak? All right. Seeing none, advisors report. That's gonna be Maddie because Brody's not here.
Hello, can you guys hear me okay? All right. Yeah, Brody's not here tonight. But thank you for a quick meeting. I'm sorry I ended the first poll a little early. I've my first time using them. But if you didn't get your votes in, just text them to me. I'll make sure that they're recorded in the voting record. Other than that, great job tonight, and just email me if you have any questions for Brody or I. Okay, bye.
All right. Are there any questions for the advisor or just Maddie at this moment? All right. Miscellaneous business. All we have tonight is resignation. So I hereby resign Lowell Richmond from the Disability Caucus. All right. We'll do Jordan's joke.
Yeah, okay. The joke for today. I'm so sorry. I had it and then I lost it, but I'm gonna try to remember what it was. It was okay, I'm so sorry. Can we like I'll do
Do Andrea's animal of the day.
yeah, do Andre's animal of the day first.
Can I do Andrea's animal of the day?
You don't have a joke? Okay. He's frozen. But all right, you can do your animal.
Okay, so I'm putting it in the agenda right now. Hopefully it'll work because it never seems to work for me. But today's animal is Lenny from Despicable Me 4, the honey badger. He's super cute, but the picture I'm gonna put in is not very cute because there's no like very cute pictures of him. But he's so fun and cool. And he's this week's animal of the day. So this is your sign to go watch Despicable Me 4 if you haven't already.
All right. You have your joke yet, Jordan?
Yes, I do. I don't know what the tab went, but I have it now. Okay. All right. It was worth the wait, y'all. Did you hear about the two rowboats that got into an argument? It was an ordeal.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Let's reel it back in. Okay. We're gonna do Danny. Oh, we don't really do Danny's dope drip, do we?
No, let's do it tonight. Okay. Let's do it tonight. I'll go third from up. For third place, we'll do Corson because he's repping UCF right now with the hat. For second place, we'll do not Jordan backing up. That's crazy. We'll do. You know what, Jordan? I'll give it to you for the effort. And then first place, we'll do ELA Richmond because she has a full suit on right now, and she rushed home just to show us her suit.
And did.
All right. Okay. All right, with that, is there a motion? Varela.
Motion to adjourn pending final roll call.
There's been a motion to adjourn the meeting pending final roll call. Are there any objections? Seeing none, Chair Quartz.
Okay, Lazo,
Present.
Rochetta,
Present.
Lessman,
Present.
Pirelli,
Present.
Levine,
Present.
Lim,
Present.
Set,
Present.
Kringle,
Present.
DeCara,
Present.
Butler,
Present.
Connolly,
Present.
Umarov,
Present.
Hamid,
Present.
Kaufman,
Present.
Larson, Memory,
Present.
Metellus,
Present.
Shannon, Barrios,
Present.
Paul,
Here.
Abdulhaj,
Present.
Palhan,
Present.
Agib, Wanjan,
Present.
Johnson,
Present.
Patel,
Present.
Weiderberg,
Present.
Green,
Present.
Hendry,
Present.
Borges, Alcuda,
Present.
Dinesh,
Present.
Ondoloro,
Present.
Lazo,
Did you say my name?
mm-hmm.
Well, I'm here then.
Thank you. Fuchs,
Present.
Minez Valero,
Present.
Hashimi,
Present.
Lagalbo,
Present.
Coleman,
Present.
Brenda,
Present.
Jen,
Present.
Barilla,
Present.
Vasquez, Lipner.
Present.
Wait.
Okay. 45 out of 48 quorum is verified. No, I didn't skip a Laurel.
Okay.
I'm here. I didn't hear my name. Sorry.
Who?
Rose.
I got Rose too.
Laurel is also here. I didn't hear my name.
I said all your names and you all said here.
I said here.
Yeah.
I say present. Now I'm getting anxiety.
Yeah, you all said present. I know who's not here.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, I adjourn this meeting at 7:05 p.m. I'll see you guys next week. Remember to go to your committee and caucus meetings, please.
Have a good week, guys.
Have a good weekend, guys.
What was quorum really quick? The last quorum?
What was it, Kirsten? Do you know?
There were like 5 million people asking.
Yeah, sorry. I think it was like 45 out of something, Kirsten.
I think she dipped.
I'll ask her. I'll text
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
I get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow. Wish me luck. Bye, everybody.